For years, Sam Heughan has been the subject of endless speculation. From gossip blogs to fan forums, the question of his love life has been a constant mystery, carefully shielded behind charm, humor, and his reputation as Hollywood's most elusive bachelor. But the guessing game is finally over. In a shocking yet heartwarming announcement, the Outlander star has officially confirmed both the time and the place of his wedding to Brynn Whitfield. The revelation came during a press event where Sam had originally been expected to discuss his post-Outlander projects. With the final season of the hit series set to air in early 2026, fans assumed he would focus on career moves, upcoming films, or his highly anticipated stage performance in Macbeth. Instead, Sam delivered a moment that instantly rewrote the narrative of his public life. "Yes, it's true," he said, his Scottish lilt carrying across the packed room. "Brynn and I are getting married. It will be at the start of 2026, in a place that means the world to me." The place, of course, is Scotland. While Sam stopped short of giving away the exact venue, sources close to the couple confirmed the ceremony would take place against the backdrop of the Highlands, a setting deeply intertwined with his personal story and the iconic role of Jamie Fraser that catapulted him to fame. "Scotland has given me everything," Sam explained. "It feels right that this new chapter begins here." The room erupted in applause, but online, the reactions were far more complicated. For some fans, the news was pure joy. Social media flooded with congratulatory posts, heart emojis, and celebratory hashtags like #Sam and Brynn Wedding and #Highland Love Story. "I can't stop crying," one fan tweeted. "After years of waiting, Sam is finally getting his fairy tale ending." Another gushed, "This is the wedding of the decade. Scotland, romance, Sam Heughan, it's perfection." But not everyone was celebrating. For a vocal segment of the fandom, the announcement was devastating. Sam's bachelor status had been a cornerstone of his appeal, a fantasy that kept fans engaged for over a decade. The idea of him marrying someone, especially Brynn Whitfield, known for her sharp and flamboyant presence on Real Housewives of New York, was too much for some to accept. "It feels like the dream is over," one fan lamented. "Jamie Fraser is married now, and not to Claire." Others expressed outright frustration, accusing Sam of keeping them in the dark for too long. "We've been following him for 10 years, and suddenly he drops this," a Facebook post raged. "It feels like we've been lied to." The split was immediate and fierce. Supporters hailed it as the most romantic announcement of the year, while detractors flooded comment sections with disbelief, disappointment, and even anger. Meanwhile, the media machine shifted into overdrive. Within minutes of the announcement, headlines appeared worldwide. "Sam Heughan confirms wedding to Brynn Whitfield, set for 2026 in Scotland," and "Highland Fairy Tale. Outlander star to wed Real Housewives beauty." Entertainment outlets speculated about every detail: who would design Brynn's dress, which celebrities might attend, and whether the couple would choose a castle, a historic estate, or a private family location for the ceremony. Brynn herself has yet to make a public statement, but her name trended globally within an hour of Sam's reveal. On Instagram, fans swarmed her posts with a mix of adoration and criticism. "The luckiest woman alive," one commenter wrote. Another sneered, "She's only in it for the fame." The polarized reactions underscored just how divisive the announcement had become. Still, Sam's calm and measured delivery struck a chord. After years of keeping his private life under lock and key, the actor finally opened a window, allowing the world a glimpse of his personal happiness. "I've always believed in protecting the things that matter most," he told reporters. "But this is too important, too joyful, not to share." The announcement marked a turning point. Sam Heughan, once the untouchable bachelor who embodied the fantasy of Jamie Fraser, is stepping into a new role, husband-to-be. And as fans process the news, whether with excitement or heartbreak, one thing is certain: the world will be watching when the Highlands host the most anticipated wedding of 2026. If Sam Heughan's wedding announcement stunned fans, the fallout was nothing short of a global spectacle. Within hours, The news that the Outlander star would marry Brynn Whitfield in early 2026 in his beloved Scotland transformed into one of the most discussed celebrity stories of the year. What should have been a joyful revelation quickly snowballed into a frenzy of speculation, celebration, and scandal. The media wasted no time. Tabloid covers screamed, "Highland fairy tale," and "Outlander number more. Sam to wed Brynn." Entertainment outlets scrambled to piece together possible details. Would the wedding be held in a castle overlooking the misty Highlands? Would Brynn, the reality TV firecracker from Real Housewives of New York, wear a gown by a Scottish designer, or opt for New York couture? And perhaps the most sensational question of all, would Katrina Balfe, Sam's longtime co-star and the other half of television's most iconic romance, be invited? The gossip didn't stop there. Celebrity blogs ran wild with theories about the guest list. Rumors circulated about Hollywood royalty flying into Scotland, about whiskey distilleries vying to sponsor the drinks menu, and about bagpipers rehearsing in secret. One outlet even claimed the royal family might extend a quiet nod of congratulations, given Sam's long history of promoting Scottish heritage. No detail was too small, or too outrageous, to fuel the wedding fever. Meanwhile, social media turned into a battleground. Fans were divided into clear camps. On one side were the romantics, ecstatic that Sam had finally found love. "This is the ending Jamie Fraser deserves," one Twitter user gushed. "A Highland wedding for our Highland hero." Instagram lit up with fan art of Sam and Brynn in wedding attire. Hashtags like #Heughan Whitfield wedding trending alongside heart and ring emojis. On the other side, however, discontent simmered. A segment of Outlander's passionate fanbase struggled with the announcement. For them, Sam's bachelor status wasn't just a fact, it was part of the fantasy that kept them invested for over a decade. "I can't believe he's actually getting married," one fan wrote in a private Facebook group. "It feels like Jamie is gone forever." Others lashed out more directly at Brynn, painting her as an outsider who had stolen their beloved star. The comment sections on her social media filled with equal parts congratulations and criticism. Brynn, for her part, remained characteristically poised. While she didn't post a direct response, she shared a cryptic Instagram story. A simple photo of the Scottish Highlands with a heart emoji. It was enough to set the internet ablaze again. Supporters saw it as a gesture of love for her fiancé's homeland. Critics interpreted it as flaunting. Every move, every post, became a headline. The scandalous undercurrent only intensified as wedding rumors collided with Sam's career trajectory. Some questioned whether the timing, just as Outlander's final season prepared to air, was deliberate. "He knows the publicity this wedding will generate," one columnist speculated. "It ensures Sam Heughan stays at the top of headlines, even as his career shifts beyond Jamie Fraser." Others dismissed the idea as cynical, insisting Sam's announcement was simply an honest, heartfelt moment. Yet even among supporters, the stakes of this wedding feel monumental. For years, Sam has been marketed as the unattainable romantic ideal, a man fans could imagine but never reach. Marriage changes that image permanently. "This is bigger than just a wedding," one PR analyst told Entertainment Weekly. "It's a transformation of his brand. He's moving from fantasy to reality, from bachelor to husband." And while some fans mourn the loss of their dream man, others see it as growth. Many argue that Sam deserves to step into a new chapter, one that isn't dictated by fan expectations but by his own desires. "He's given us Jamie for a decade," a longtime supporter wrote. "Now he gets to be Sam. Let's let him be happy." Still, the questions linger. What will Brynn's role in Sam's public life look like after the wedding? Will she embrace the spotlight or retreat from it? How will the fandom adapt once the Highland wedding is no longer a rumor but a reality? For now, one truth is undeniable. Sam Heughan's announcement has already achieved legendary status. His wedding to Brynn Whitfield isn't just a personal milestone. It's a cultural event, one that will be dissected, celebrated, and debated for months to come. And when early 2026 finally arrives, all eyes will be on Scotland. The mist, the kilts, The vows. It will be the wedding that ends one era of Sam Heughan's life and begins another.